Ha! Bet you never see me again. This morning when I woke up, I was expecting it to be sunny and nice out, but it's cloudy and rainy and gloomy, and I was like, what am I gonna do? There's nothing to do, I'm bored as heck. So because of this, I had the great idea to go ahead and make the props for a video I'm gonna film. I wrote a script like last week for a video that's going to hopefully be coming up soon if I like it. If I don't like it, I probably won't post it. But I was gonna DIY some props for the video, so you get to watch me do that today, and we'll just have a little chit-chat. I'm not going to tell you anything about the video, that's a surprise, it's our little secret. You can try your best to guess what it's going to be. I bet none of you will get it, and when you get up you'll be like, I think you need help, that's not a normal thing to do. Let's go ahead and get started with our first prop for the video. I made a list of what I'll need for the video, starting with fake certificates. Alright, so you know how when you're in school and you get an award or something like that, you know? And they give you a certificate with your name on it and a signature that's been printed out 2,000 times by whoever signed it? Well, that's what I'm going to be doing today, making some fake certificates. So, I got some paper and... oh, I need to get a Sharpie. Got the Sharpies. Alright, I couldn't find any, like, of the thick Sharpies, you know, so I have to just settle with the normal one, but that's okay. So, with this first certificate, I don't really know what to do. I'm just gonna go for it. I mean, what could go wrong? The name of the character for this certificate is Dr. Zaballo. Don't ask me how I came up with that, because I have no clue. It just popped into my head. Let's make it a little fancy. And then something like certified, certificate. I'm just going to write certificate in cursive. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? So, we can't just sit here and listen to me talking about the props and how bad they are that I'm making them. So let's just chat a little bit. Oh yeah, I also hope you liked my polar bear pants that I'm wearing right now because I woke up not that long ago and I didn't feel like changing out of them. This is like a good morning video, or afternoon, evening, night, whatever time you're watching it, but I'm filming it in the morning. What else can I add onto it? Oh, a signature of some kind. Is it just me, or like all signatures are just like the squiggliest lines ever? I think that's what I'm gonna do, because it seems like a professional signature, right? Like just squiggle lines. There we go. I think that looks pretty official, don't you?
Okay.
What if that's someone else's signature? I could be forging someone else's signature, and that's illegal, so arrest me. I think that we need to add one more thing. I feel like it's a little bit empty on this side, so let's draw a little picture or something. I don't know. Dr. Zaballo, in my video, I will tell you, is a therapist. So let's draw a picture of a question mark. I don't know how that relates to therapy, but that's what we're gonna do. The question mark probably is the best thing I've drawn on this paper. TBH. I think we're done. I think the certificate looks pretty good. What do you think? I think it does. Moving on to my next certificate. I have to make another one because when you go to an office of some kind, or like some manager or something like that, they obviously have like certificates on their wall, and they don't have just one, right? And so what I'm gonna do is make another one for Dr. Zaballo, because she has to follow everyone else and have multiple ones as well. Let me just write her name again. You're in the camera. Get off. You're in the way. You're blocking my face from the camera. So I'm gonna write her name again, but this time let's just do it on the bottom to make it look like it's a different certificate. Like, we can't make all of them look the same, right? Now we should write certificate on it again, but this time let's not do it in cursive because that didn't go very well. I'm just gonna write it in like big letters. Look at that. How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. I know I ran out of room, but I mean, that could just be the stylistic effect of the certificate. Like, who's here to judge? Not me. Oh yeah, we need another signature. So I'm gonna draw a signature line right through the middle of it. And let's sign it a different squiggle line. How about... No! You can't be here! I'm trying to film a video. Get off. This signature is gonna be... another squiggle, but like a neater squiggle, like almost resembles a name. How about rocks or something, like ROX. That's not a name, but we're gonna try to do that. Look at that! Look at that! I bet someone around this world who's named Rox has a signature that looks just like that, okay? Like, that was pretty good, I have to say. Alright, that's certificate number 2 done. We finished both our certificates for the video. Here's a little first DIY certificate montage. Now that we have our certificates done, let's move on to our next thing. What are you doing? I love you though. Okay, this isn't a DIY, but I still have to like do some writing and stuff for it, you know? What I'm doing now is on a piece of paper I'm gonna write questions that I already wrote my script. My script's right here, but I'm not showing you that, and haha, nice try. Where's the page? So on this page, we have the questions. That's a little sneak peek. You can pause the video if you want to try to read it, but good luck. It probably won't work. The video is too low quality. So now I need to get the paper to write down the questions on. Here we go! This is a pack of normal lined paper, because that's what I have right now. I used like the last 2 sheets of plain white paper on those certificates, so I just have to use lined paper, but that's okay. I think I'm only going to use 1 paper, but I might use 2 just to make it look fancy. Alright, so for the first question... Should I tell you these questions? Why did the thing just turn red? Is it still recording? I'm so glad I caught that. My camera stopped recording and I don't know why. This camera needs to be fixed or looked at or something. Okay, so this cat is here. I hope you don't mind him. We'll leave him here, but we have to take him off for the last DIY project because it's gonna get a little bit messy, if you know what I mean. I don't think I'm gonna tell you these questions, but we can just talk as I'm writing them. That's fun, right? So, before I started making this video, I was just thinking of, like, how I was gonna go about it, you know what I mean? And since I just woke up, my hair is really messy, you know? So, like, my solution to that was just putting on this hat. Okay, when I put a hat on, so there's a certain thing that I do, okay? So my forehead's already ginormous, as you can see. But what I do when I put a hat on is I put it back so the little hair is showing, and then I push it forward so the hair comes. So there's always a little hair sticking out so you can see it and I don't look bald. Wait, is there literally just 2 questions for this? That's so weird. I thought I wrote like 7 questions and there's only 2. What the heck? Alright. Well, I guess this little DIY is done. So my first question is, are you drunk? And my second one is, will you edit this into a split screen effect? So yeah, so I got the question page done, I guess. That's nice. We can check that off our prop list. Alright, so now Alright, so now we're gonna move on to our last DIY, which I'm kind of excited for. I came up with this idea on my own. I don't know if it's gonna work. It probably won't, so we're gonna try our best, okay? This DIY, we need to make ink blobs. I'm gonna start out by preparing our workspace. We're gonna get a little messy, so we need to put some paper towels down just to cover up the table so I don't get paint over it. We're gonna be painting, that's right. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why are you gonna paint? You can't even do that. You're not a good artist at all. But we're gonna try our best again. Now that we have our workspace prepped, let's get a cup of water and our paintbrushes and our paint colors. Water. Here's the papers that we're gonna be painting. I'm gonna be doing 3. Let's just start out with 1 right here. Here's the paintbrushes. I don't know anything about paintbrushes, so we're just gonna put it in water and put it on paint and see what happens, I guess. I don't know. And here's our 3 paint colors. We have aqua for this color, lime sorbet for this color. That actually sounds really good. And pink with an exclamation mark for this one. We're gonna do some colorful ones. Okay, so what I thought I would do is fold the paper in half, you know? A little interesting fact about me, I used to be obsessed with origami when I was younger. Alright, so now that we have it creased and folded, we're going to set it back down, and what I'm going to do is paint one side of it, and then flip it over and smush it like this, and then open it up, and it should be symmetrical because paint blobs are symmetrical, right? Like the ones therapists use or stereotypically use. I think first I'm going to start off with the aqua color. Oh, that's crusty. Luckily I had this whole huge stack of extra papers. I'm just going to put the paint on one of these. So this will be my paint. Wait, I need to make a finger hole for this. There we go. So this is my palette, and I'm going to have all of the paints on the palette. So I'm going to put that right there. And I decided that I'm going to start off with the aqua color. So let's just put a little splatter of that on this palette. I think that's enough. That might be a little bit too much. It's actually a really pretty color though. So then I'm going to take this brush because it looks cool and I just felt like it's... Do you have to wet these kind of paints? I learned a thing from watercolor where like you put the paper wet and then it will like spread, so I'm just gonna do that. Don't judge me, okay? Because I know this is not right, but that's the only thing I know about painting, so I'm gonna do it, okay? So I'm just gonna wet this and then paint. Oh, this is a bad idea because that's what watercolor paper is for. Alright, I'm just gonna go in with the paint color because making it wet might not be a good idea on the paper because this is just regular printer paper, not watercolor paper. So I guess I'm just gonna like start at the line and then do whatever I feel like. Am I right? Something really cool already happened. So if you have been with me this whole time, out of like the 5 videos I posted, I think, my 1-year YouTube anniversary was the 4th of July, and that already passed. So I've been on YouTube for a year and only posted 5 videos. That's awful. A year ago, I was so pumped to like get my YouTube channel for the first time because I've been begging and begging for one for a long time, you know? And I was like, huh, this is gonna be so exciting. I can't wait to make videos because before I got my channel, I made videos. But anyway, I think it was pretty good that I made videos before I started so I can get a little bit of So I could get a little bit of practice before I made some like on my actual channel. Some of them were like basic stuff, like one of them was expectations versus reality. And then another one was my addiction. And yeah, simple stuff like that. My editing has definitely improved a lot, even though it doesn't look like it. I'm still learning, like I just look up videos on YouTube, like how do you edit this thing or something like that. Okay, I finished one half of this, and this looks really cool. Like, I gotta say, what do you think? I think this looks really cool. So my original plan was to fold it over like this on the crease and then smush it on to see if it'll like go to the other side as well. We're gonna see how well that works. Oh, I'm super excited. Are you ready for the big reveal? Let's see how well it worked or if it worked at all. Alright, okay, I can work with this. I mean, it gave a little outline, but that's chill. We're chill, it's fine. I'm just gonna try to do what I did to the other side as well. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard. I didn't do super difficult designs. It's fine. It's just a prop for a video. It probably wouldn't even turn out very good. Okay, but this design actually looks really cool. I think we're done with this. Wow, that looks really cool, to be honest. Wait, I'm gonna fix this in a little. That is so cool. I'm actually so proud of myself. Like, I'm the worst artist ever, but this actually looks really cool. I tried my best to make it look symmetrical. I mean, it's okay. It's not the best, but I'm really proud of this. I'm excited. You're gonna be seeing this in my video, which will hopefully come out soon. Now that we're done with the first ink blob, let's move on to the second one. Alright, so here's my paper for the second blob. This time, I think I'm gonna use the lime sorbet color. Let's dump a little bit. Oh, that came out like water. Oh, ew. I think I need to shake that. Ugh, that's disgusting. That looks like runny snot. Oh, okay, that looks much better. That looks really good. Okay, that liquidy runny stuff was disgusting as heck. Alright, let's move on to this way better looking color. Oh, I probably should have wet it first. Okay. Oh, I forgot to fold it as well. So, I went into town recently, like 2 days ago to be exact, and I biked all the way there by myself, which is really far, but it actually went really well, and it was way shorter than I expected. And I read this thing online that said your brain processes things in 3-second intervals or increments or something like that. And then it said if you take in a lot in 3 seconds, it'll feel like time's going slower. But if you take in little in 3 seconds, it'll feel like time's going faster. So while I was writing, a few times I just decided to like look at my handlebars or something for a little while to see if I felt like I would go farther. And it worked a little bit. There was a point during the bike ride where I just like got into my head, you know, just thinking a lot. And then like when I like finally realized I was thinking a lot, I like snapped out of it and I was like, whoa, I already made it this far. So that was really cool. Also, while I was in town, I went to a coffee shop and I decided that I would try a latte because I never had any type of coffee in my life before, like any kind at all. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it because I've heard someone say something about it, like a latte or something, and I was like, I've always wanted to know because all those words confuse me, like a mochaccino or a frappe or anything confusing like that. Like, I don't know drinks like that. All I know is that I like smoothies. And so I ordered the latte, you know, and I was really pumped to try it, you know, because my first time trying a latte, like, who wouldn't be excited? So I got the latte, you know, and everything, and I was like, I want to be a person who likes coffee, you know, who likes that kind of stuff. That's kind of creepy. That looks like a monster or person or something. Anyway, so I get my latte and then I go outside to one of the seats and I sit there with my friends because they ordered stuff too, you know? And so then I was like, are you guys ready for this? I'm gonna try my latte for the first time. And I was expecting it to be like a sweet drink, you know? Because it seems like it would be a sweet drink. Like, latte sounds like kind of a sugary drink, you know? I'd never had coffee before, so I didn't know what to expect. I was expecting it to like not even have like a trace of coffee in it because I don't know, I thought sugary drink, you know, wouldn't really have coffee. So I take a sip of it and I immediately gag. It was the most disgusting thing I'd ever tasted before. It was the worst thing ever. And one of my friends described it as burnt bitter taste, and I was like, yeah, that's what it is. It made me want to barf. It was disgusting. I don't understand how people can drink those. It was so nasty to me. I mean, it's not a bad thing that people drink them. I couldn't do it. Like, it was really gross. So then one of my friends was like, let's get some sugars to put in it to sweeten it up a little. And so I go with him back into the coffee shop and get some sugars, and there was these brown packets, and I was like, what? I've always known sugar as the white packets, C and H, whatever. Here's the picture right there. So I was like, okay. And she said that they were all like pure natural sugar, like the brown pack. So then I get some packets of the sugar, you know, because I'm like, this will be good. I put them in the coffee, and obviously I try a little, like I dump some in my hand and lick it, and it tastes like sugar to me. Then I mixed up in the coffee, you know, expecting it to be completely different, like a whole like new flavor, like all the burnt bitterness taste is gone. And then I take a sip of it and it was the exact same. Didn't change at all for me. I'm probably just dumb and I need to like adapt to the taste or whatever, but it didn't change it at all for me. I was still really disappointed in it. And I was like, I spent $4 or $5 on this and I hated it. That was such a waste of money. Alright, that's the end of that story time. Here's what the second ink blob looks like. It looks like a little fish bat creature, you know what I'm saying? At first I thought it looked like a plant, then I folded it over and it looked like a ghost phantom human. And then now it looks like a little fish bat, which I really like about that. So I think this one is done, so we're gonna put that down next to the first ink blob. Also, both of these blobs are unintentional. I was just making random stuff on one side, folding it over, and then trying to mimic it on the other side. And this one looks like a beetle, like, I don't even know how I did that. It looks like a beetle, but it just does. Now we're gonna move on to our last painting, the last ink blob. Alright everyone, I finished my last ink blob. What do you think of this? I think I'm not as pleased as I am with the other ones. The other two actually look pretty good. This one just doesn't, you know? I'm just kind of sad about it. I guess it looks like a turtle shell or something, but I don't know. And the color didn't appear as good as I thought it would be, so that's a disappointment. Let's get a little ink blob montage. Alright, I think that's all our props. We did it, everyone. Let's get a round of applause. Woo! So I guess that's the end of our video. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. But in all honesty, so when I make videos, they're fun and everything, you know, but it takes such a long time for me to come up with a good idea. I just want to know what kind of videos you guys want to see. you know, just comment down the video types or any video ideas that you want to see me try to do, or the video types you like me to do. Sorry about that, everyone. My camera cut out again. I know, this is actually a real problem. I should probably be figuring out how to fix that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!